All right, ladies and gents, we have got a really weird and wacky story to close the week out here. I mean, I've been waiting for this ceremony to happen. It's just happened now, and I knew it was going to be a weird one, but I didn't know it was going to be this weird. And then we're going to link into the 2012 ceremony. Of course, we're talking about the Olympic Games here, and my goodness, the symbolism and all the weird stuff they did was off the charts this year. If you thought 2012 was bad with all the... no, I don't want to ruin the surprise. We're going to come on to that later. Firstly, then, we've just launched the module... Hold on. We're just down to module 8 now as well on the program. So that has just launched today for everyone that's doing the program. That has just launched, and then next week we're on the blueprint. So let's go on to all of this then, and let's go through all the weirdness, all the symbolism. Let's start talking about it all as to what happened. So this was the first one. This was the figure who no one seems to know what this is, why it was in this weird thing, why it was riding on a horse. Here's the horse, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Here it is. Nothing strange about this at all for the Olympic ceremony.
We're celebrating France's Olympic history with this Olympic flag.
Yeah, celebrating France's history. What has that got to do with France's history? I really don't know. Let's go on to the next one here. Oh, that was nothing to do with this either. Nope. We've forgotten all about that, haven't we? The horse. Then we had this one. Then we had the Last Supper. Jesus' Last Supper. I mean, where do you even start with this? Here it is. This was the Olympic ceremony, the opening of it. You might say, oh, I've seen that somewhere before. The man with all the fire and flames. Here's where it's good to have a photo. Where was that? Well, I knew straight away where that was. It was from this. Mad Max. So you can see where we go with all this. I told you, it's a weird video to end the week here. And of course, they had to have the ceremony. I think we've got some video of this. I mean, people are in absolute outrage around the world about this ceremony. Goodness me. So they mimic the Last Supper with trans people. Yes, that's what they thought was a good idea. This is, by the way, this is all from the Olympic Games account, just so you know. This isn't, a parody or something like this. This is all from there. So you can see, because people will say, oh, Neil, this isn't from their account. It actually is. You can see here. You can go on and see all of this stuff. There's so much symbolism in all of this. There's all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, there's a little kid there as well. I don't ask me what some of this is about, because I haven't even deciphered a lot of it yet myself. What else? It's worth going onto their account and going through all of this. This is the figure that they're all saying, and well, no one knows what this figure is all about. It's a mystery, and it comes with these white robes and all this other stuff. Yeah, real mystery. All of these things. And then we had the performance. Of course, it had to be in the silver with the fire and the flames all around. We have all these sort of images with the face that you can't see in the robed figures. Had to go through here as well. This was the weird, like all this stuff. This reminds me of the Hunger Games, this one here. All the people looking up. It was just so strange. There was a lot of Hunger Games stuff as well. This was the rear of, I noticed this picture of this was the rear after the Last Supper picture thing that they did. And you see here, they had all these weird stuff, these demonic things to the side, walking off. It was so strange. Then they had to have the ceremony for Apollo, the god of sun, and Zeus for the sacred race. This was another one. People don't notice this stuff, They watch it and they're so entertained by these ceremonies. And then they start doing all this rituals and stuff. People don't even notice any of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain. I noticed it straight away. But now the Olympic Committee has gone hard on everyone sharing this. So this will probably get taken down, this video. All these accounts are getting locked. Anyone who's sharing any of this stuff, their accounts are getting locked. Their social media is getting taken down. All the censorship over all of this. It is bizarre. But I wanted to bring your attention to the 2012 Olympic ceremony. So bear in mind, this was 8 years before 2020. And I've talked about this in detail before. But do you remember this ceremony? I better just turn the music off here so I don't get a strike. Do you remember this ceremony from 2020? What are they doing? Oh, they're waving. That's a bit strange. They're just waving. What's all that about? Yeah, this was the ceremony in 2012. Yeah, bit unusual. Nothing to see here with the nurses dancing. Exact same dance routines. Oh my goodness. So this is why you've always got to watch the Olympic Games ceremony, because it tells you a lot of things. Yep, 2012, yeah. All the dances and all the... Yep, here it is. Exactly. Gosh, it was so strange. And then we have all the creatures that come in, the ghouls. This is a ceremony for kids watching, by the way. They have all the ghouls. Then we have here's Boris Johnson. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we have the Grim Reaper of Death. Oh, what's that? It's crazy, all these ceremonies, and people never notice this stuff. They watch all these ceremonies and they never notice all the things that are going on in these ceremonies that then happen years later. It's the most bizarre thing. So you've always got to watch them, and the Olympics are the interesting one because it always tells you lots of stuff that's happening. And then what did we have? Well, let's go on to some more alternative media here. So then we had this Olympic sabotage. Arsonists have been targeting the Paris Games with attacks on high-speed rail routes. Huh? The state-owned railway operator said vandals used explosive devices to set off fires which damage the signal boxes along the 3 lines connecting Paris with such cities as Lille in the north, Bordeaux in the west, Strasbourg in the east. And you say, but who are these people? Why would they do it? Well, there's an explanation in a minute. France's national railway company has said the exceptional mobilization of several thousand railway workers will enable services to improve on Saturday after Friday's travel chaos. This is all just before the Paris opening ceremony. Nothing strange about that at all. No, nothing strange just before the ceremony began. What else did they say? Signals along the tracks were set on fire, cables cut and set alight in a series of coordinated strikes that brought services to a standstill. Nobody's claimed responsibility, but the French intelligence and US officials said that the incident could have been the work of anarchist or extreme left-wing groups. But who else? They've also pointed the finger at Russia, and now most of the articles are saying it was Russia. Russia did it because they wanted to sabotage the games, apparently. But then Israel came out and said it was Iran that was responsible. Yes, they've said that Iran planned this and executed it under the influence of their axis of evil. Yes, and then there's even more explanations. Then there's Christian fundamentalists, there are Catholic right-wing extreme. There's all these, they've come up with everyone. I mean, you name it, they have pointed the finger, and it caused absolute chaos. Anyway, 800,000 people couldn't get to the opening ceremony. Probably a good thing, actually. Probably a good thing. And this is the Eurostar boss. Good image there to choose of her. Nothing strange about this either. Talking about all of this. I told you it was a weird video to end the week. Just the most bizarre things. These ceremonies are always bizarre, but they always give you a glimpse into some of the things that are coming. You go right back so many times through these Olympic ceremonies, and they tell you all sorts of weird stuff, and you think, what is this? Why are there nurses and dancing and kids on hospital beds with a Grim Reaper over them? Isn't that weird? No one thought that was strange. Everyone thought that was completely normal in 2012. It's strange. Well, that is it for today. I'm not even going to say I hope you enjoyed the video, because I hope you didn't enjoy it. That was very strange stuff that they've been doing at this ceremony. But you know, I love to cover it every year so I can show you all the stuff that they're doing, which is in plain sight. See you on Monday, guys. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. All right.